You may have heard of Mahatma Gandhi, Subhas Chandra Bose, and Bhagat Singh, but have you ever thought about the many brave people, like Matangini Hazra and Alluri Sitarama Raju, who went missing from the history books? Think about how exciting their brave rebellions were, how sad their long imprisonments were, and how proud they were of their ultimate sacrifices, only to have their stories hidden and forgotten. Let's bring these unsung heroes of freedom fighters back into the spotlight. Join me on a journey to celebrate the hidden heroes who truly shaped India's path to independence. If you're just joining us, don't forget to tap that subscribe button. Why were these heroes silenced? British intelligence worked very hard to get rid of any stories about people who were rebelling. After independence, the history books mostly talked about famous people like Gandhi and Nehru, leaving out the local leaders who were fighting in their own regions. Colonial archives called regional uprisings disturbances, which kept away the press from covering them too much. Because of this, later generations had a narrow view of the freedom movement, focusing on a few famous people and ignoring those who sacrificed their lives in the background. Alluri Sitarama Raju, the Manyam Virudu of the Eastern Ghats. Way before the buzz about the movie RRR, there was a real-life guerrilla in the forest, fighting against the Madras Forest Act, which took away Podu farming from the Adivasis. From 1922 to 1924, Raju's lightning strikes on police posts really shook things up in the hills of Andhra. So the story goes, he left cheeky IOU notes, listing seized rifles, proof that swagger isn't new to the Deccan. In August 1922, Raju led 500 Adivasis to attack the police stations in Chintapal, Krishnadevipeta, and Rajavamangi. They took 2,500 rounds in just 72 hours. For 2 years, 1,000 Malabar Special Police couldn't catch him because he used hit-and-run tactics. He was finally caught and shot without a trial, but songs about Manyam Virudu, hero of the jungle, are still sung in Andhra hamlets. Matangini Hazra, the 73-year-old Gandhi Buri, who wouldn't let go of the flag. Matangini started her activism in 1930 during the Salt Satyagraha. She spent a lot of time in jail, but she stayed strong, even when her vision started to fade. She led 6,000 women to the Tamluk police station in rural Bengal on September 29, 1942, chanting Vande Mataram. The British police ordered a lathi charge, then opened fire. British bullets hit her once, twice, 3 times, but she keeps marching with her flag held high until her last breath. Matangini's strength shows that age is just a number in the history of rebellion. British news reports were shocked by the defiance of a 73-year-old, but the national media quickly moved on. Rani Gadinlu, the daughter of the hills, from Nagaland. She joined her cousin's Heraka reform movement when she was 13. After his death, she reorganized the tribes, attacked colonial police stations, and cut off supply lines. She was given a life sentence when she was 16 for urging Naga villagers to stop paying British taxes. Jawaharlal Nehru called her Rani after meeting her in Shillong jail. This royal title was not given to her by birth, but by her strength. She walked out of prison after 14 years into an independent India, still unbroken and preaching unity. Yet her heroism remains confined to northeast folklore. Velu Nachiyar, Tamil Nadu's 18th century queen of counterinsurgency. Get out of the way, Rani of Jhansi. Velu Nachiyar fled Shivaganga after her husband died. She forged an alliance with Hyder Ali, formed an all-women regiment, and used the first recorded human bomb, Koili, to blow up the British Ammo depot. She reclaimed her throne in 1780, 77 years before 1857's First War. Bhikaji Kama, the flag mother in exile after caring for people with the plague, Kama sailed to London to get better and made friends with revolutionaries at India House. She was not allowed to return unless she stopped being active, so she moved to Paris and smuggled pamphlets like Vande Mataram into Mumbai. On August 22, 1907, she shocked the International Socialist Congress in Stuttgart by waving a green, saffron, and red flag and yelling, "This is the flag of independent India." The feisty Parsi flag bearer was praised by newspapers, but her actions are rarely shown on mainstream Independence Day broadcasts. Pierre Ali Khan, the bookseller, who started the Patna rebellion. Pierre Ali Khan ran a small bookstore that also served as a rebel headquarters. He gave out leaflets that were encoded so that the British couldn't read them. His volunteers killed Dr. Lyell, an opium dealer, on July 3, 1857, which scared people in colonial circles. He was caught days later and refused royal amnesty, saying, "Hundreds will rise in my place." His public hanging became a rallying cry across Bihar, but modern school books hardly mention him at all. Birsa Munda, the start of Ulgulan, Great Tumult. Land grabs and forced labor in Jharkhand's forests made people angry. Birsa combined spiritual revival with guerrilla tactics, telling tribes to stop paying rents and taxes. His rebellion in 1899 and 1900 shook the British Raj so much that it led to the Chota Nagpur Tenancy Act, which protected Adivasi land. He died in prison at the age of 25, but every year on November 15, Birsa Jayanti, the plateau still echoes his cry, "Abua Raj Ete Jana, let our kingdom come." Baba Jatin, the tiger who took over an empire. People call Jatindranath Mukherjee the brave because he killed a Bengal tiger with a dagger. As the head of the Yugantar party, he planned the 1915 German plot, which involved sending weapons by submarine to start a revolt across India. He was trapped near Balasore and fought a gun battle for a day before dying from his wounds on September 10, 1915. British files called him Superman, but later militant icons were more famous than he was. These stories really help us understand the most important persons and parts of India's fight for freedom. Let's keep these heroes' stories alive and tell them to others to honor them. We can keep their legacies alive by bringing their stories into our lessons, honoring their sacrifices with local memorials, and sharing regional histories. Real gratitude comes from remembering not only the famous leaders, but also the people who fought in the background. Share this video to honor the heroes who have been forgotten. Every click and comment helps keep their memory alive. Please like, follow and hype if you liked the video. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you for watching.